I started my banking career at Nile Merchant Bank in 1985. I subsequently worked in FCMB and then in Citigroup. These are leading local and global investment banking institutions. I subsequently worked in some leading Nigerian banks, Guaranty Trust Bank and Access Bank. And we've learned a lot of skills in the process. So some 10 years ago, I decided to form First Ally Capital because I needed to replicate those skills in our young people. I know that whether I like it or not, retirement will soon come, but it's important that I build a team that will take it from there.
The idea of First Ally came up after Ebenezer and I attended a training program in Brazil, which was run by the Institute of Management Development, Switzerland, okay? Very easily people, get carried away in their comfort zones, where you're very, very comfortable. You don't want to even think about any other thing. You don't want to take any risk, But then you have in you, what it takes to establish a great business that will sustain you even in retirement and even outlive you.
We started as a startup in 2014, and we now have several businesses, several subsidiaries, the microfinance bank, the asset management business, properties, investment and securities, and obviously, so the company is now a complex organization.
When we started, we had to look for shareholders and directors that are of like minds, okay? People of impeccable character, people who could breathe into the firm in various ways over the years. So we took our time. We just didn't want anybody that had money, all right? We didn't want the wrong money to come into our system. So we took time to select these people and we brought ourselves together.
We were 14 shareholders from the very beginning, all professionals in their rights, in their various callings. And then we carefully chose our directors, also world-class directors, who have added significant value to the organization, led by the renowned accountant and investment banker, Mr. Olufemi Akinsoya.
First of all, he's one of the co-founders. I would, if I go so far, as say that he's the live wire of the business. And by the time he approached me, whether I would consider becoming the chairman of his new baby together with his co-founder, I was quite happy to embrace it because I looked forward to the opportunity to rekindle a closer working relationship with him. He's one of the smartest guys that I know, always a stickler for excellence and extremely ethical. So I would go so far as saying that we are an extremely ethical organization. All the people who deal with us know that they can trust us, and that whatever they put in our care, they know that it is safe.
Well, First Ally's leadership is collaborative, but also showing a very clear sense of direction. It's been very committed to the ideals that were agreed upon at the beginning, and that has translated into remarkable growth. I think the honesty, dedication, focus on customers, seeing the big picture, projecting into the future, these leadership traits have positioned First Ally for the success that we have seen over the last 10 years.
We carefully put together a team of individuals, young men and women who think on their feet. And together we built a team that I'm very, very proud of. That, I would say, is my biggest achievement. At First Ally, challenges are opportunities. We turn them to opportunities. Innovation is at the heart of everything we do. We encourage people to come up with ideas, and for us, no idea is stupid. We put them through the process, and then we deal with the ones that we think are most realistic and that can be pursued. So it's not surprising, therefore, that when A firm like Minds.io came from Silicon Valley into Nigeria with a digital product that they wanted to test, but they needed seed capital. We sponsored them as First Ally. We provided the seed capital, it became successful, and today we use them to drive digital lending at First Ally Microfinance Bank.
The business is highly capitalized. Where we ask for increase in capitalization, all of us put in more money when it is required without complaining. So today, Microfinance Bank is one of the best capitalized microfinance bank institutions in the country. There's no standard related to us. There's no professional infraction. No got any penalty from any of the regulatory authorities, and so on. So we are in fact a model to a lot of the institutions in that sector.
So for every institution like ours who is looking for a financial advisor, what exactly is it you're looking for? A partner that understands you completely, understands the urgency with which you want certain things done, who is there for the long run, takes on mandates when they have the ability to deliver, partners who understand is beyond a deal, it's not just an advisory mandate, it's a partnership. And they're not just investing in one transaction, they're investing in a relationship through time. The attention to detail, the ability to see the transactions through our eyes, because every transaction in itself is not an end. There's a strategy behind it, and I think it does help that Ebenezer used to be in this institution, understands the speed and the pace at which we work, understands the strategic intent, and so when he's doing a transaction, he sees the end, and I think that in many ways helps them better able to provide superior advice to us than most of our other advisors that we work with.
First Ally is a go-to partner when it has to do with our money market investments. We can say for free that in our relationship over the years, their return rate on our money market instrument has been very, very competitive. I will also say that for us as an insurance institution, our liquidity of our funds are very key. In the insurance business, we have sometimes the need to pay claims, some of which can be quite sizable at very short notice. When we do make calls on our funds with First Ally, we don't have to send reminders. And of course, in terms of the ability to meet their obligations, is not in doubt.
We recognize First Ally Capital's strong reputation in the financial advisory in Nigeria. It has been a smooth and a highly professional relation. Their team of highly knowledgeable team that is client-focused, and their deep insight in the market has been really a best choice for us to engage them on this assignment.
I fix my little profit with them. Their interest rate in saving and in borrowing is quite better than other commercial bank and microfinance bank I've ever come across. I also get quick loan anywhere I am. For example, I was in the UK a few months ago and I needed overdraft. I don't need to come down to Nigeria to sign to get that overdraft. That was really amazing. Under 24 hours, I got that money into my savings account. This is a bank that that I think I have future with in growing my scope.
I joined First Ally in July 2014, and we were not in a fancy building like this, a beautiful building like this. We were in a two-bedroom apartment in Oniro. But one of the first impressions I got was leadership. I remember my first encounter with Ebenezer Lufowoshi, and he told me all the things we've achieved today. And he was just scribbling them on a piece of paper, and I was like, okay, yeah, these are good ideas, and these are things that really interest me. And I fell in love with the brand. I fell in love with the leadership. I knew I was in a place where I would grow personally, I would grow professionally, and of course, I would be able to share my ideas with them. I would be able to learn from them. So I knew I was in the right place.
So I bought into the vision of First Ally during my interview. I was interviewed by the directors and also promoters of the company. I had researched them prior to my interview, and they had excellent resumes, and I was impressed. So when they sold the vision of First Ally to me, I bought into it straight up, because I mean, people who have excelled in their careers, you can imagine what they will do if they come together. So when I joined 10 years ago, I joined as the pioneer head of HR, and through the tutelage of leadership, I have transcended into company secretariat, compliance. Those are my core disciplines, because my core discipline is law.
A country like Nigeria, different oases of excellence, you cannot overemphasize the impact we can have on the society. So, and I think that for me, that is going to be one of the enduring things that First Ally will contribute to Nigeria. I believe already that people are already looking at us. Asset management business is setting the pace in the industry. The same thing for our advisories business. And I'm sure that in all the other areas of our operation, I'm sure that in the next 10 years, people will hear a lot about banking business, and hopefully play a role in nation building, through demonstration effects. And I hope will inspire other people to seek to emulate, First Ally.
First Ally, having grown through some of the very, very tough times and preparing itself and strengthening itself and positioning itself, will ride the wave of prosperity that is coming to Nigeria and ride it all the way to the very, very top.
A legacy of a professional global financial institution deeply rooted in innovation, in integrity, and in professionalism. That is the legacy I want to leave behind.